Look at this beautiful church. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful church.
So should I just go this way?
Huh? Which way?
You can follow them. I'll just probably go.
Oh.
I see you there.
Yeah.
See you.
Yes, guys. Beautiful church in Barcelona. So today we're going to go on a tour into a church. Yes, in this beautiful building here. So right now we're on a walking tour. Our tour guide is ahead. Tour guide is ahead of us here with that pretty umbrella ahead of us.
I've gone to Rome, gone to Paris, and everything's walking.
Born in Rome.
I love it. I'm not a big fan, but it's walkable. I don't walk it. Yeah. That sounds good. Where in college? I remember Bro, that was the same. 2017 was the same year y'all dropped the deal. Yeah, he was like the fourth pick. He was the same draft as
Keep up with the umbrella.
He's looking for us. So please wait me a moment because I have to go to the office to check in. I will come back and we enter. Señores, que me esperen un momento, ahora vuelvo.
So guys, you can see the beautiful building here, the church in Barcelona. That's where we are today. And just want to show you some of my journey in Barcelona while I'm here.
Yeah, but I really doubt they're all going to I woke up, I didn't even know. I woke up at like 7 o'clock in the morning and all my friends texted me saying, yo, bro, I thought it was on the Lakers. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I didn't believe it for the first like 5 hours. Yeah.
Shane, biggest bomb.
And I'm like,
There's no like any hints or anything. It was just like boom.
yeah, no, there was no warning, nothing, and they just traded him out of the blue. It hurt. Honestly, it hurt. He is my favorite player. Besides LeBron, he's my favorite player, and I've been following him from before he got drafted. He was playing for Madrid. No, we're not inside yet. We're waiting. We're right outside waiting for the tour guys to check in. Where are you at? Oh, you're inside? Okay, we'll see you inside too.
Yeah. What's up? Shout out to New York, baby. Yeah, here. Yeah. He's vlogging. Shout out to my fellow California people.
Oh, fine. Maybe you can meet up when you get up there.
California.
Oh, you too? You're from California?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, where are you?
From California.
Wait, why?
Oh, the north. Northern.
Fine. I mean, I'm talking to him. Yeah,
Malachi. That's his friend.
Because the majority were over here. Does it work, Mom? Yeah, I can. Wait, say something? You're muffled. You're so muffled.
They have on this.
I don't know why it does that. You can hear me clearly.
I went to Jamaica and
Wow, I'm reading your lips. That's why I can tell what you're saying.
That's your man.
Put it back on your phone, bro.
Yeah.
You always got them bigger.
Put it back. Yeah. Okay. Tell my mom that.
And then my ship.
Or tell the tour guide.
Yeah.
Jamaican.
Alright, she's not here yet. I'll tell you. I'll tell her that. Alright, then I'll see you up top. No? Yeah. But yeah, bro, being Luka fan painful, but it's honestly I can't complain because you're a Kings fan. That's rough. You had Tyrese Halliburton and De'Aaron Fox on one team.
He quit on us, De'Aaron Fox.
I can't blame him though. I would say the front office quit on him. They fired Mike Brown and he loved Mike Brown. That was the only coach that brought you guys to the playoffs in 20 years. And he was fired. I think that's crazy. And like they blame the coach for the roster construction.
I don't like how we. Once I saw DeRozan, I was like,
Yeah, the DeRozan, and I was like, oh. And then now you guys just recreated the Bulls.
¿Quién habla en español?
See, that's our tour guide right here.
Yeah, the Sacramento Bulls.
We have a kid, Italiano, the younger person.
the younger person post and the story reel. What's the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, a post is like, well, it's like
It shows up on like everyone's
everyone.
feed. It was like a real.
a post is like you could take a lot of like
Yeah, you
photos
could
and
take-
it's just a post. Boom.
a
A
reel is like
story.
an-
is
Yes,
like,
so yeah.
a story is a post
doesn't
that
go
inspires
away.
from 24 hours.
And the story goes.
And a reel is like good for video.
Unless you take it down. Because when you take it down, when you make it, you can delete it. If you delete it, it goes away. But you don't know who copied it. If somebody copied it before you delete it, then it's out there. Because people, if another person share it, say you put it up, and somebody share it to somebody else, then it's all exactly. Yeah. But if you put it out there, go back and delete it, then everyone that is in your circle, like your friends, it delete from them.
So the best thing to do is just to post when it's closed.
Yes.
Or post it.
Yes, so if you post it now, once you can post it, and it can be a private. So you can do it private, and it just goes to your friends. Yeah. So you're right. Yes. So the post is multiple people. Yeah, when you do right. But you want to take a while for it to, if the Wi-Fi is slow, it takes a while. Yeah. And when you do multiple, it uses up your Wi-Fi, you know? It just uses it up. So for me, what I did, I did with Verizon. So
I have that too.
right. So what I did, I called Verizon and have a monthly, unlimited.
That's what I have too.
So you're good. Yeah.
I changed my qualification this morning. So, Gaudi wasn't the first architect of this temple. The idea of the construction comes from Josep Bocabella. He was a publisher from Barcelona, very religious man, and in 1866 he founded St. Joseph Association. And the goal of this association was to gather all the people close to the church, because the Catalan society changed a lot. Before, all the people participated in the mass, but now, with the many cabarets, theaters, so he said, so many seats in Barcelona, it's impossible. We have to build a church dedicated to the Holy Family, but with the money of the believers of Barcelona. So the first project was designed by Del Villar. Del Villar was the first architect. He designed a normal simple church. It was a new one, it was a rejection. And the work started on the day of St. Joseph, the 19th March in 1847. So today is 140 years. And the main architect started to paint gallery on the sides of the house. So now he started to do the pictures, but some months later he didn't want to continue with the work. Because he wanted to use a good material, the expensive materials, no money, so he abandoned everything. It was necessary to look for the architect. They kept it 31 years old. Just he finished the university, started to work of that, and he looked for the work, for the job. So when they go to Gaudi, he said, it's very important for continuing. But when Gaudi arrived, when he saw the first project, he said, Jesus, he didn't like it. But he continued with the work. So he built the church, and in that moment, the St. Joseph Association received a very big donation. And Gaudi said, if we have the money, so I can change the project. He couldn't change the tree, so he said, so now he conceived the church with the three facades, which symbolizes the three months of the Jesus Christ. This one, it's a nativity facade, the only one finished during Gaudi's life. So it's just closed doors. Right? Then on the other side you will see the Passion facade. And you will stay in towers here, just on this side. Right? So this facade was finished in the 80s, but the first one, the glory facade, or the eternal light facade, will be situated here on the street. So it's still remembered because all this Gaudi designed 18 towers. The highest one was now this tower we have finished in the entrance, and this and close to it there are 4 towers with a wide which symbolize the and on this there is a tower with a tiny star which symbolizes the Virgin. And close to each facade we have 4 towers. The moment 8 but into tower 12, which symbolize. So no special day to finish the work. I spoke with the main architect maybe 4 months ago, and he said, we are going. When we arrive to the end, it will be finished. So I calculate maybe even 15 minutes. It depends, it's not so easy, right? But you have a pretext to know that he was here. And then don't forget to help me with my cake. I will come. I would like to see this church finish, right? I'm done with the church, so we'll see. Really inside the structures, all the ornamentation is finished, is extra. So we go to see it. Alright? So this behind the
So, Malachi, we are in Barcelona.
Barcelona, yeah, sí, sí.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus in the middle, on the left, Saint Joseph on the right. So that's Sagrada Familia. So what we have here in the middle, can you see on the small column the Jesus man? Jesus with the Virgin and Saint Joseph. To the right, and to the left, and it's up there where the angels are. Where the angels sing about the day of recently in the world. And on the top of the window, there is an annunciation. And the coronation of the Virgin. And we go towards the tree, under the tree, there is a that is like what exercise goes only the on the left and the right, they are the stones which symbolize the race of the believers to the Lord. And just the white dots symbolize all the believers who died to the Lord. Then on the top of the cypress, there is a red cross shaped as a which symbolizes the Lord. Because they are the Lord. So the and we go to so where the window is just Saint Joseph with his son, Jesus, and on the left down, on the other side,
You don't want a picture?
I took them in my phone.
so it's a presentation.
Ask Jason to take a picture with
So
you.
as you can see, so if you have a Bible, but beside that, everywhere, can you see all the children can see the animals down up there, the birds singing, the flowers.
Yeah, so we are on a tour now, and the tour guide is explaining to us.
The nature, which was the very source of inspiration. He was very religious, and he considered that everything on the earth was created by the God. And he said only the God can be ideal. So his creature, his nature, his ideas. He said each possible God exists in the nature. And everybody of us should learn the very simple of the nature. But he said not all the people know how to read this. So he always was inspired by the nature, but imagine it wasn't so simple. He was obliged to realize he mastered the geometry. So he knew how to apply the geometry to the structure. You see the signs of the structure. We said that these structures symbolize the house. So on each corner there is an image of one house, but on the top can you see the whole. So it's a form all together, not just together. The bishop's crown is a gift because the bishop's crown is of the apostles and the Jesus. And each of these people so that this is the
I tell you, this church is a natural beauty. Natural.
Sarp gidiyoruz.
also the palm in the Catholic Church, it's a symbol of martyrs, but it's a symbol of the victory of the life over the death as well. So all the children, the animals here, right? The earth one, and the next one is a sea turtle, because the next bubble is closer to the sea. And Gaudi said there is nothing on the west. So these animals live so many years. For him, it's a symbol of percentages of the things that don't change in the time. So symbolize this nature created by the God, which is always there. But, for example, here, can you see this which feed on the brood and symbolize all the believers who feed on the God's child. It's a Gaudi specific. So using all the elements from the nature created by the God, he wanted to express all the Christian faith. It's a Bible style. So inside, outside, we'll find all the histories related to the Jesus side, Virgin Mary's, Joseph Mother. I would like to move to under the net, there is a snake with the apple, which symbolizes the original sin. So Gaudi started the history here in the paradise through the Jesus ancestors here after the Jesus birth, because Jesus was born with a original sin. So as you can see, if we analyze everything, we'll find the history. And I have to say that Gaudi was a very, very exigent artist. He always wanted exactly. So he worked with the best artists, craftsmen of his period, but even taking the best workers, he made for them many times just the screen models, the models made of plaster, right, when the plaster was tender, and even the photographs, using the mirrors. So he put the mirrors behind. In the front, he took a photograph. So he obtained the dimensions, he gave to the workers, and then they carved in stones the photos he wanted. So everything is here in perfect dimensions, perfect. And many, many figures here. So the other people know to Gaudi, right? For example, the teachers here, the children. So the workers' children, and many of these figures as well. And for example, on our side, please come here. I will show you the Gaudi's main worker, right? They work together. When they made this figure, Gaudi said, "You made 6 doors on one floor." And this worker said, "I have 6 doors." So if Gaudi wanted exactly, so they made this. So Gaudi talked and he said, "Right, leave it. We have a monster here with 6 doors killing the children." But, for example, this virgin here on the donkey, it was really a woman who lived here, not far from Barcelona, in a small village. Imagine when Gaudi built everything here, close to it was plenty of land, not houses. So this woman lived there, and almost every day with this donkey, she brought the fruits, the vegetables, that's what she had to she said here in Barcelona. So one day Gaudi saw it, and he said, "This woman you will find." So Gaudi even studied optical physics to know in which dimensions to design everything for the human. So even if you stay outside, so you can see perfectly what we have here. Because each the left here. And here just is the center stone, but inside you see many different and what? The outside, the wall is made of bricks, and outside is stone. And to get the idea of the details designed by David, can you see where the plants and animals are? Because it's a quite huge, so the plants and the animals still even so we
Não quer nem saber,
But don't look at this ornamentation as a set of plants and the animals are visible, but like a box picture. So for him, each element of the nature is the box picture. You can make the pictures.
You can hold it.
You can approach, yes. This is fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Can you see? Can you see the wall? It's fantastic. And where the ceilings are, yeah. I've been here. Oh, one in 19. Excuse me, sir. In 2019. And now. And what I've seen is that when I was here in 1970, yes, exactly. Yes, and all the way to the east, but not all the way.
Oh, mother. This church is beautiful. Wow.
So, can you see the lights? Can you see the colors? You know, the light program is very, very important because we consider that the light expresses the God. In the Bible, we read, I am the light. So he wanted to have natural light inside. But can you see the walls? He used almost the white stone and the colors.
Oh, my.
So when the rays cross the standards, project the vectors everywhere. So during the day, we see the colors change. But I have to say that the colors are not very what I think. We have the cold colors here because it's the east side. In the morning, the temperature is also high, but it's a July, the spring, we have the spring colors. The colors are absolutely different.
This is a beautiful church in Barcelona.
The temperature is higher, so we have the hot colors. And I have to say that never the lights are the same, because the earth is turning. So each moment of the day, each moment of the year, we have different colors and different light here in Sagrada, right? So Gaudi wanted to express just this world, which is changing all the time in each moment. Please come here. You can make the pictures because it's met you. Where do you come from? Brazil. Brazil, we are 2 or 3 names.
Justin, can you catch me into the video? Please, don't make it go. Thank you. Guys, we're in the main cathedral in Barcelona.
Outside of the walls, there were like the arches, right? Like Notre Dame in Paris, for example, who had to carpet the weight of the ceilings of the walls because the walls were and obviously right, but it's like a man who opens the arches. And he said it's not a perfect structure. And he said, no, we have to find another route. So he started to think how to have this church inside. Because this wall, they are very independent structures. So he invented the structure with the columns. Can you see? Please look down and then you go up. What do you think? Are shaped as a trees? Like the trunk with the branches? So each branch, each column supports one part of the roof of the ceilings, not the walls outside. Why did he design in this manner? He saw what happened with many cathedrals during the World War I in Europe were destroyed. Because just the structure with the buttresses was like domino. If one element of the structure was destroyed, all the building followed. And he said, if we go into the forest and if we cut down one tree, it doesn't mean that all the forest will collapse or fall down. Only one tree, because in the forest, each trunk is an independent, very stable structure, and this trunk with the branches is able to support the leaves, which are very heavy, and this tree doesn't need the help of another tree. So in this one, we're always inspired by the nature. He designed everything here. And beside that, beside this very structure, complex structures, he applied once again the parabolic arch. You can find between the columns, but where the windows are, where the towers are, inside, you will still find the parabolic arch. Gaudi was the first architect who knew how mathematically to calculate this arch. When you finish the visit even to towers, I recommend you to see the view, which is down here, right? And there is a museum of ecology. And in the museum you will find the video where we made showing how Gaudi, using the simple strings, he knew how to calculate and which arch he should to build. He was very, very good. So I recommend you to see it because you can understand better this very complex and revolutionary structure invented by Gaudi for this church. Never applied and used in the architecture. And to give us really the impression to stay in the forest, can you see up there? Where the ceilings are, he opened the windows because he wanted to have a natural light in the forest. The rays crossing the leaves enter in. So he was turn, if we twist, so it's open to the extremes. Why just in this point? Because where the unions are of each window, of each factory, he could design in the form of the hard mirrors. So really we have the impression to stay the forest. But imagine, because not all the ornamentation is finished. So Gaudi designed everything on the screens, decorated with the prints black. So so the green forest here with the prints. And beside these complex structures, I have to say that the dimensions here are perfect. Gaudi divided the surface into the triangles or squares, and each side has 7 meters and a half. So it's a base of all the dimensions, inside, outside. If we multiply or divide this number by 2, we'll obtain all the dimensions. I will give you some examples. From the main door here to the end, the church is 90 meters long, and this nave is 45 meters high, and close to it 20 meters high, and close to 20 meters high. So 7.5 multiplied by 2 is 15 by 3 is 45. 45 by 2 is 19. No other dimensions. So in all the structures, so you find the harmony between the space, the light, the structure. Because Gaudi said in the nature, everything grows magnificent. And in this one, I imagine because not all the ornamentations. Can you see the balconies everywhere? So it's a nice one.
刚刚在拍照。啊？我上去。
Up there, it's a Saint George. It's a patron saint of Portugal. And down, so we can move this down here. I will show you this door. We can make the photos. Oh, look at this.
And behind you,
So there's a guy.
Saca más la casa más que nosotros, la cara, que saca la cara es
mira.
Can you see the door? It will, right? Because it's a main facade that is here. So, on the door, we have the fire in Catalan language, our father, born and everything, right? And belongs to it in 50 different languages. So, in your languages, you will find it in the picture. And when the artist is so, you have to put 2 letters. But I repeat, everything outside, so there is nothing, so everything is the I would like to show you one thing more.
Abi ben seninle oldukça şımarıyorum neden? Ne? Bana lay. Ben çok acıktım.
So, I don't know. So, imagine, the sun is rising.
Sen benim yanımdan git.
Touch first. And the native Christ, Jesus' name, then the Annunciation,
Flemek yok.
then the prophets, so Joseph, then the angels which speak about the nativity, and at last, the Jesus Christ. Imagine to calculate the sun position and to put the pillars to have illuminated in the sun. So they are many invisible things, but taught and designed by God. We go to see the main altar. Please, this way. All right? So the children want to It's a kind of granite, in English is porphyry, right? So it's a very hard, very strong
Είναι καταπληκτικά και είναι. Έχει ένα βίντεο εκεί που κάνει αυτό, που κάνει όπου περνάει η μέρα.
This renovation made for the structure.
Εντάξει.
We can say that the main altar is classic. Jesus on the cross. In each Catholic church, you will find Jesus on the cross because it's a place for the liturgy. But Gaudi said, normally we have the images from the Middle Age. Jesus sleeping on the cross. So he had the workers on the cross to know in which form we have our body when we are happy. And maybe not all the people like it, but he said it's a natural position on the cross. And close to it, many lamps which symbolize the eternal light, the eternal life. So I mean the God. And between the lights, many grapes which symbolize the wine, and the wine symbolizes the Jesus blood. And on the top of the crown, many wheat spikes which symbolize the bride, the Jesus blood. And when the main altar is down, there is a crypt. The first part built here in this church, but according to the first project, so in neo-Gothic style. When you will come back from the towers, if you are, I recommend even to enter there. Through the windows, you will see the crypt, because no access to the crypt from here, only from the street, but in the evening at 7 o'clock, right? The entrance to the crypt is free, if you would like, but at 7 o'clock on this side, on this street, so you can enter to the crypt. But from here, through the windows, you'll see the crypt inside, and you'll see the Gaudi's town, because Gaudi was is buried here, right? So just here on that side, and José Bocabella here. He had the idea to build this church. We go to make the photos. We know that the symbolism from Gaudi is very important. Here it's he wanted to express the liturgy. So here, as many Sundays are during the liturgy. And columns more just in reddish color, which symbolize because during each mass we can one part of the gospel.
He is a real boy.
So, due to
He's
it
a good boy.
you see we have the symbols of the evangelist. Mark is presented by the look. So this is only live videos. You will see from the top right outside. So the planning of the Then we go to see the Russian Bazaar. So you haven't been so yes, yeah. No, they are the stairs and they are the elevator. You go by the elevator, come down, walk down by the stairs. So we go out now to see the Passion Festival, right?
Beautiful. 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 Can I go into the back of the room? Can I go into the back of the room?
Oh, right.
Oh, that is breathtaking on the inside. On the inside. Wow. Wow.
It's his style. And if you count the numbers in many different directions, there are 310 different variations. The result is always that what is Jesus said, Jesus died at the we can see only the back. It's a pilot washing his hands. After Simon helps to carry the cross. Once again, on the right, it's Jesus the second or third time under the cross. And you see cleaning Jesus' face, showing Jesus' face on the top. So please pay attention that both ways in this book. Because the name of this book is we say Irene because it comes from the it means the truth. And we know that it is true. But the name of this and the soldier on the horse across the mountain and the road and the color. Very, very much about that.
Sandra. Sandra.
It's an alpine, so the last thing, symbolize the God, because the God is the ingredient of everything. And the colors are shaped as a human nose. Now, they designed in total 24 colors, as many ribs, symbolizing Jesus. And up there on the roof, can you see the colorful balls? You will see very, very well from the colors, and then you can read the fruits. So they are the fruits. Or they are the fruits of the right word, but they are the gifts of the Holy Spirit as well. So the fruits are not here. Here we have the winter fruits, oranges, apples, hazelnuts, because it's a last moment of the life, last month. And after, so in the middle you have the summer fields. Where the grapes are, there is a chalice, and where the spikes are, there is a grape. And of course, on our side, you will find the spring pavilions. As you can see, nothing is casual here in the street. So here we'll finish the visit of the church. If you would like to see all of the church, you have to come back here in 10-15 years. I calculate, I don't know. Then after your visit, if you would like, I recommend you to see the small building made of bricks. It's a school designed by Gaudi for all the workers' children. And tonight it's like a small museum. So you can enter to the school. Close to the school, there is an entrance to the museum. So you can see it is free. Then you can stay not in the church after your visit. Okay. And the exit is here just and on our side as well. And in the museum you will find the toilets and the small store as well. So yes, exactly. So now all together we go to the towers. So please don't forget then to give back the whispers. And not the earphones, alright? Only the whispers. And if you have the big bags, the small no, it's okay. But if you have, no, it's okay. But if you have so you have to leave it into the boxes, right? You put into the boxes and then you go to the towers. So please follow me and can you hear the bells? So you will hear from the towers. So all together. So first of all, thank you very much for your attention. Really, I appreciate your attention because it's very hot. So to hear somebody who is speaking almost 1 hour and a half is hard. So thank you very much. The best for you. Enjoy your stay here in Barcelona. Enjoy the fantastic pictures and maybe for many the nice weather as well. Alright? So Anand games. Anand joined. And now you are free, and well, you can stay anytime. Thank you very much. Park. It's not doing we go to the college.
Give the whisper.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your stay in the towers. Thank you. Thank you very much.
São 7 de cada um.
No, no, no.
The most beautiful region. Yeah. I don't mind the stairs. That's not something.
At least we don't gotta take the stairs up. That'd be a workout.
It's only 92 degrees.
Yeah.
Is it hot in New York too?
And it goes down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Sitting down gave me a lot of
Blazing.
Yeah, my daughter lives in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Pennsylvania. Yes, yes. You know what I did before I left? You know the Portland spring water bottle, the 5 gallon? I fill it up. No, I fill it up. And I make a little hole into the top. And I put it at the root of my plants. For it to drip, drip, drip.
Good idea.
But I know it's not.
There's a plant for some pumpkin and they have a lot of young ones on it. So they need to lose it.
Do you grow vegetables?
Yeah, they look like candles. Like they should be candles.
My daughter plants
It's too much of a tourist spot.
There's so much different after give away something.
Quantas pessoas vai de aqui? Mas tem aqui mesmo.
You're never gonna. Yeah, but you keep just because then you're going to make me more than this.
No, I put in my shit online. They sent it to me like this. You know it. You can just put it on. You know my cousin.
I'm going